On April 6, 2008, two Los Angeles Police Department officers were patrolling in a marked patrol car. At approximately 1 a.m., they saw Arminta spray painting the letters OSL and the monikers Sleepy and Chucky with black paint on the wall of a beauty salon. The wall was approximately 50 feet long and 20 to 30 feet high, and spray painting covered almost the entire wall. As Arminta finished spray painting, he looked in the officer's direction, dropped the spray can in the gutter, and got into the front passenger seat of a Yukon sports utility vehicle waiting approximately 20 feet away with its engine running. The officers followed the Yukon for a few blocks before stopping it. Alfaro was the driver. Arminta, still in the front passenger seat, had black paint on his fingers and thumb. The officers detained him. They searched Alfaro and his vehicle, got his identifying information, but released him. The officers returned to the spray-painted wall and confirmed that the paint was still wet. The officers also retrieved the can of black spray paint from the gutter where Arminta dropped it. The owner of the spray-painted building purchased more than $350 worth of supplies to remove the graffiti and paid a worker $300 to repair the wall. But before the owner began her work, the City of Los Angeles's Office of Community Beautification caused the wall to be repainted at a cost to the city of $450. Search of Alfaro's residence on April 19, 2008. Pursuant to a search warrant, officers searched Alfaro's parents' house and a trailer in the backyard. In the front closet of the trailer, officers found a SKS rifle with a bayonet stored in a case. The case contained an ammunition clip filled with live 7.62 caliber bullets for the rifle. In the trailer bathroom cabinet, the officers found a single-shot handgun and, in containers throughout the trailer, they found ammunition of various types and calibers. In the trailer they also found some of Alfaro's personal papers, including recent payroll stubs, a Department of Motor Vehicles receipt, a greeting card, and papers with Opal Street Loco's gang writings. Alfaro's father told the officers Alfaro had been living in the trailer. Inside the house, officers searched the bedroom that Alfaro and his brother Moises Alfaro once shared. Moises, however, no longer lived there. In the bedroom, officers found bank statements belonging to Alfaro and several photographs of young men making gang signs relating to the Opal Street Loco's gang. Arminta is depicted in one of the photographs, as is Alfaro's brother, Moises Alfaro. In the photo, Moises is making an Opal Street Loco's gang sign. During the search, Alfaro's father denied owning the firearms or any of the ammunition found in the trailer. At trial, however, the father testified that he used the trailer to store old ammunition because he used to hunt, but denied currently owning any gun. He stated that Alfaro had been the last person to live in the trailer, but that Alfaro had long ago moved back into the house. Although the father admitted he had told a police officer that he made Alfaro live in the trailer after he saw Alfaro with a firearm, he claimed that he was confused when he made that statement. Alfaro's prior act of felony vandalism on July 24, 2005, at approximately 7:20 p.m. officers witnessed Alfaro spray painting Opal Street and OPL on a brick wall. Less than 5 feet away from the brick wall, a driver waited in a car with its engine running. When Alfaro finished spray painting, he got into the waiting vehicle. The officers immediately stopped the car and detained both Alfaro and the driver. They found a spray can on the floorboard of the passenger side of the vehicle. Gang expert testimony: Jose Vasquez had spent 11 of his 14 years as a police officer assigned to the gang unit of the Los Angeles Police Department Hollenbeck Division, and had spent 10 of those years specifically assigned to the Opal Street Loco's gang. He testified that the gang had 50 documented members. He described the gang's territory and the gang's hand sign of a no, or a no with one finger extended. He testified that Opal Street Loco's gang graffiti consisted of either the words Opal Street or the letters OSL, and that the tagger would also include his gang moniker and the moniker of the person or persons with him. By including their monikers, They were declaring to fellow members, rivals and the community alike that the tagger and his cohorts were still on the street and active in the gang. In Vasquez's opinion, creating gang graffiti was by definition a gang activity. Vasquez described Opal Street Loco's primary activities as robberies, carjackings, auto thefts, narcotics sales, and felony vandalism. To prove the predicate acts of the gang, the prosecution introduced documentary evidence of felony convictions sustained in 2006 and 2007 by self-admitted member Moises Alfaro for felony vandalism and carrying a loaded firearm, and of a 2008 robbery conviction of Opal Street Loco's gang member Jose Zazueta. Before the April 2008 incident, Arminta had told Vasquez that his moniker was Sleepy, and thereafter Vasquez saw on Arminta's forearm a tattoo of an O with the Roman numeral 15 inside the O. The 15 signified that the Opal Street Locos gang did not pay taxes to the Mexican Mafia prison gang. In Vasquez's opinion, Arminta was an active member of the Opal Street Locos gang, as was Alfaro, who used the monikers Lil Slick or Chucky, although he had no gang-related tattoos. In response to a hypothetical question, Vasquez opined that the act of spray painting the gang's letters OSL and the monikers Sleepy and Chucky was intended to benefit the Opal Street Locos gang. He further opined that the person waiting in the car acted in concert with the person painting the graffiti by acting as a lookout and getaway driver.